Tonight, from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, Florida.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The numbers a week ago for Westbrook: 22 carries, 110 yards in the score.
Just an excellent performance from them on the ground last week, and that speaks to an offense that is operating at a high level on all fronts. Of course, that man running the ball, he's just seeing the field so well. But don't forget about his offensive line. They've really asserted their will out there and are confident they can repeat it again this week.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Young. The throw right side here going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going at the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
For Johnson, the numbers for his performance from last week, there was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
That one, a first down pickup of 8. The Buccaneers at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going deep for Brown. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Buccaneers put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your two current #1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
Young's throw taken in by Bourne. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. 3rd and 2.
They'll try the left side. Westbrook. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Young off the play fake.
That's going to be caught downfield by Reed.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, Young. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Young. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And the Buccaneers force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
On 3rd down, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now they'll throw with Brady.
And that one complete downfield to Johnson. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
A great effort there. 62 yards.
And the Bucs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
Brady will look to throw for it. And the conversion good. He's got it. So the lead swells to 16-0.
I think we're sensing a trend here. 2 first-half touchdowns. After going for 2 after the first score, CD, I thought maybe they would kick the PAT here. No, they get 2 more.
No, they decided to really press the advantage because, remember, getting the 2 after the first score, you've already got the other team back on their heels if they're going to mount a comeback. But to go up 2 scores and 2 two-point conversions, you've really got them thinking on the other sideline.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. But a a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
3rd down, Young from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again.
Here we go. Yellow, 22.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Again, it's Johnson. And some room to roam now.
Inside the 20.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there.
With now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year. And the Buccaneers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Brady's going to look to throw. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more.
Thorough domination right now, and the game plan is simple, obviously, Charles. They're going for 2 after every touchdown, and it's 24-0.
Don't you just get the sense right now that they're just flexing? I mean, to be able to do whatever they want, how they want, 3 two-point conversions, and now they're up 24-0. So essentially they gained a field goal out of it without even trotting the kicker out there.
Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive.
And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're
you
down.
don't want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called
go.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Brown. Able to slither by. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Here we go.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now a play fake. Brady.
Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it.
And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. On play action, now Brady. And he comes back with one complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs have opened the lead up to 30. Todd Bowles leaving his offense on the field. They're going to go for 2 here.
They'll look to throw. Complete at the 1. And make him 4 for 4 now on 2-point conversions as he'll take this one in for the score. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that someone, if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Ravens ready to take over.
And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Here is Young. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Ready. Blue 32.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. They go to Johnson again. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
Chase, the motion man right.
Play action. Now it's Brady.
He will find his man Chase complete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. Taking it right down Broadway. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Bucs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
The Buccaneer offense again out there to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. Well, not sure about the need to go for 2, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
1st and 10, Young. And he completes it to Westbrook. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
13 yards remaining on 2nd down.
Up the middle they go. Westbrook. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Option right, Young. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. The Ravens send their punter out now, standing just outside his own goal line. With it is Brown. Brown with his stick skills. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So the second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Oh, good return up past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they're going to speed things up here. On play action, it's Brady.
Oh, Johnson, nice grab.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Buccaneers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Here's Brady. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger.
Personally, I'd rather see him kick the extra point there than to go for 2, but it almost feels like there's a story within the story here. I mean, this isn't college. You know, size of victory, that matters in those games. Here, all you have to do is win by 1 point. That's all that you need. Instead, they go for it, get 2. You got some pretty ticked off folks on the other sideline now.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Throwing, Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now Young running the option left. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. It's Young on first down. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll take it down to the 30-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a third down. Now Young. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This from 44 yards out. Left hash. Seibert able to knock this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, certainly happy they were able to force the fumble, Charles, but wish they would have gotten in the end zone, only getting 3 points there and still facing this second-half deficit.
And they also will understand it's going to be a whole lot tougher to force another turnover the rest of the game because that offense, they're going to be all about ball security from here on out.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They'll start on the ground here on first down. There he goes left side. Down the left sideline. Inside the 20. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great effort there. 75 yards. And the Bucs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. To throw is Brady. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Meanwhile, Young's throw complete there to Johnson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down throw for Young. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Tampa. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. It fights him off, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
On second down, Young.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Westbrook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And that's to the 30. It'll be second down.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here's Johnson again on second down.
Oh, good move. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So that last run is going to be the one to do it. He has officially broken the NFL's single-game rushing record. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 4.
Now Brady. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Brady.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
From the shotgun, it's Young. A short little throw taken in by Reed. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Again, it's Young. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. So out come the Bucs now.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. This has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Brady going to throw here. Open man downfield is Johnson. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for two. They're going to look to throw. And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would. Yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
And now here come the Ravens.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The busy night continues for Johnson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right up. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
And he continues to be a focal point of this offense. That's now 10 touchdown catches for him on the year.
So what can Brady do here is he'll lead his guys up to go for two. He'll drop to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. Tough there. Good pass, hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message?
Young is intercepted for the third time this game. Picked off by Pat Surtain.
And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. The UNI partner, we got the plum assignment this week, an unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the fourth quarter, and Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball, and sometimes even your special teams, and that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the Bucs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level.